Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is my very first video where you're going to come along on a journey with me of realizing my greatest financial potential. So in this video, I'm going to be calculating my emergency funds, which you see here. And when you think of the year that we've lived in 2020, and if you've made it to 2021, then you know that an emergency fund is more important than ever. When you look on the internet for the definition of an emergency fund, the name says it all. It's just funds to have in the event of an emergency. So if you lose your job, become too ill to work, or if you have a major home repair accident or incident, anything like that, it's always good to have some funds set aside to cover that. Now in this video, I will only be calculating 3 months to begin with, and then as time progresses, I'll keep adding more to my emergency funds. So if you want to see how I came about this figure for my emergency fund, stay tuned, and thank you for joining the Greatest Potential gang. So yeah guys, so as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to be planning my emergency funds for 2021, and I'm doing this to see how much do I need. So the first thing that you want to do when you're calculating your emergency funds is to make sure that you put down your essential expenses. Okay, so you have to decide what is an absolute must for you in the case of an emergency. And for me, my essential would be my rent, my utilities, my phone, and my groceries. Excuse the handwriting, this is my first time. And I'll put I live in the UK, by the way, even though my accent doesn't sound like it. So my rent per month is $362.50. My utilities is £1.50. My phone is $80, and I spend about $100, and that gives me my basic. Like, with nothing else, I can survive on this. The next area that I'm going to go for is my medical. And because I live in the UK, my medical is free, but I still have to pay for my prescriptions. And now your prescriptions vary based on what it is that you require them for. So I'm just going to set aside £30. Okay, and this is if I were to need it per month. After that, what I'm going to set aside next is my transportation. Now, because I live in a very fairly populated area, I would use public transport as opposed to having a vehicle, because then I can cut out the car insurance, the road tax. I can save myself around £2,000. So for transportation, I'm only going to budget in public transport. And for a month, my public transport will come up to around 90 quid. Okay. And then the next thing that is very important would be my debt payments, because God forbid you already having an emergency and then you have to make your payments on top of that. So this is going to be for my credit cards. I won't list out how many I have. I'm just going to write down the figure. Now, this figure, I'm hoping to have changed by the end of the year, because on this channel, you also will be going through my journey with reducing my debt. And as I said, I'm realizing my greatest financial potential. And then my loan, which is around 400 quid. And this will be the amount of money that I need to save for my emergency funds. I know it seems small, but I do work for minimum wage, so hence why I'm starting small. Once I can reduce this figure here, then I can increase this amount and this and this. But what will happen is that this will be times 3, this will be times 3, this will be times 3, and this will be times 3. 1 second, guys. So for my basic needs, when you total these up, that's 50. That's 296. And when you times that by 3, that's going to equal 2,077.50. And then for my public transportation, it's going to be 30 times 3 equals 90. And then when we bring this 90 here, 90 times 3 equals 270. And then we're going to say that this is 1,000, and 1,000 times 3 gives me the 3,000. And now when we add all of those figures up, which is 2,000, $90, 270, and $3,000. So this is 50, 7, 3, 4, and 5,000. So this is my savings target for 2021. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide this figure by 8 months, which means that my savings goals should be $679.68. But not every month I'll be able to meet this figure, but I'm going to do my best to meet this figure. So for the rest of the year, you're going to see me reduce these, where this amount can focus into this amount. So if I can reduce all of these by the end of the year, then I wouldn't need to save 3,000 grand for debt payments. And that, guys, is my simple, easy, and basic emergency fund. I hope you enjoy and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.